not attempt to adjust your dial. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. It's your boy Big Vern. This is App Stupid, the fastest growing sports and entertainment show on these YouTube streets. You're welcome. Holla at us. We gon' make it. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking with us here at the App Stupid Studios. It's your boy Big Vern. If you're just joining us for the first time, welcome. Make sure you look at our previous segments. We talked about Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh took Syracuse out to the woodshed and gave them a shellacking of epic proportions. Kyle McCord was so bad that the color commentary was trying to give him a pep talk over the over the broadcast. It was just like, wait a minute. And I know that's a kid that Syracuse got off NIL, so they may want to go ahead and renegotiate that deal because they're not going to cash in. Then we talked some NBA basketball. The Pelicans, no Zion Williamson, no problem. They were able to beat the Chicago Bulls very handedly. Then we looked at New Orleans playing Portland tonight, and then Chicago playing the Bucks. There's no way in hell they're going to beat the Bucks. So that's what we were up to. And then we're going to go from the NBA to the NFL and last night's matchup on Amazon Prime, where the Rams beat the brakes off the Vikings. Now, I want to preface this before because I know when Sam Darnold did anything of any relevance, people were going ahead and they were saying, "Oh, look at them. They're gonna do some things, Minnesota, blah, blah, blah." And now Minnesota's on a 2-game losing streak. And I think people have figured out how to stop Darnold and how to stop him effectively in this Minnesota offense, because there's no way Minnesota's going to beat anybody with 64 yards rushing. And that's not going to happen for the game that you're going to beat anybody with 64 yards rushing total. That is shameful. That's shameful. You got to get the bag some touches, and you can't be one-dimensional putting the ball in the air time and time and time again. Not going to happen. Here it is, put behind the 8 ball in that third down efficiency. They were in that position 7 times. They only converted twice. So this 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. You're gassing your defense. You're gassing your defense. You're putting him out on the field for extended periods of time, and guys are actually tired because you can't stay on the field. Gave up 3 sacks. The Rams were in the backfield. They were enjoying that sack lunch. They were enjoying that sack lunch. And then here it is in LA of all places. When you're on the road, you got to play smart football. You got to play tight football. There's no way that you give up 50 yards in penalties. So combine that with the sacks, the punts, the penalties, that triple P. I mean, how is this thing supposed to stay remotely on course? Again, not going to go ahead and take away anything from the Rams, but it was more about what the Vikings did not do more than what the Rams did in this game. Look, give me a quick 20 from an unofficial sponsor of the show. This is Big Vern. I'm loving it. Order online, download the app, or visit the good folks at your local McDonald's. McDonald's, I'm loving it. There are deals if you're on the app right now. There's 50% off of a 10-piece chicken nugget. You can get that deal right now, valid 1 time a day. Also, if you're looking for something like a burger of sorts, there's 40% off a cheeseburger or a double cheeseburger. Now, this is included with tax, and that is valid for 1 a day. So many more items to choose from. All good. This is McDonald's. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm loving it. McDonald's. Make sure you get McDonald's for your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not all at one time. God, no. Break that up. Get a breakfast one day, lunch the next, and dinner the following. You know, you get it. Okay. So when you go by and you look at this thing, you know, quarter for quarter, you had Josh Oliver with that 5-yard pass that he got from Darnold to put them up 7-0. And then right back the other way, Stafford, he hits Kyron Williams for that 5-yard touchdown. And now this thing is 7-7. And Minnesota with 53 seconds left, Trent Sheffield, he got in that 10-yard pass from Darnold. So going into that second quarter, this thing was 14-7. This thing was 14-7. And if you were in that Viking camp, like, hey, look, everything's going to work out. You're going to get the W. The NFC West is kind of in shambles right now. No, because at that 10:05 mark, Stafford hit Cooper Kupp for a 7-yard touchdown. Now this thing is 14-14. Defense be damned. Defense be damned. Sit on the sidelines, fellas. This is all about who gets tired, and we're airing this thing out. Old Pac-12 football. So in the second quarter, like I said, they tie it up. Everybody goes back, and defenses are putting up great stops, getting guys in and off the field. We come back in that third quarter. Minnesota gets that field good from Will Reichard. That was at the 6-minute and 22-second mark. Okay, so it's 17-14, and you're thinking at this point they don't have enough left in the tank because Minnesota needed to start running the ball on the road, but they settled for being one-dimensional, and they played right into the hands of the Rams because Demarcus Robinson at that 2-minute and 36-minute mark in the third quarter, he gets that touchdown from Matthew Stafford. Now this thing is 17-21 in favor of the Rams, and you had to answer with a score. Field goals are not going to get it. And that's what the Vikings put up. Another field goal in the fourth quarter to keep this thing at 20-21. But see, that's all the points that they scored. The offense grinded to a halt and just sputtered out and damn near died. Because what happened right after that? Demarcus Robinson, 10-yard pass from Stafford right downfield. Now this thing is 28-30. And you're just like, okay, cool. So now we need a score, and we need to go for 2 to tie this thing up and send it into overtime. Hopefully we can get that done. Not happening. Safety, Brian Young. That's how this thing became 30-20. And we'll be back to talk big picture when we come back from a rap album we're promoting. This is Big Vern. Drop the spot. It's your boy Big Vern. You know what we do. New Currency and DJ Fresh, the Encore, in stores now. Get it where you legally consume music, whether it be Apple Music, Google Play, or Spotify. My personal favorites are Encore, The Intro, Never Give Her Back, The Vapors, and If I Ever Take You Home. Many more hits. New Currency and DJ Fresh in stores now. Yeah, Currency and DJ Fresh in stores. Make sure you go get Encore. It's a real good album. So when we left off, we wanted to talk big picture. And looking at the Rams' next 4 games, they have the Seahawks, that's a rival in conference. Then they have the Dolphins. Then they have the Patriots. And that's that 4-game gambit right there. The Seahawks, the Dolphins, the Patriots, and the Eagles. I'm sorry. Let me go ahead and put the Eagles in there. So in that 4-game gambit right there, and Minnesota was deemed to be a test, they passed the test with flying colors. If they're going to have a chance at dethroning the Seahawks, and this game is on the road, I don't know if they can do that. I just don't know. But if he does that, then he arguably gets 2 of the worst teams in the NFL when he has to beat up on the Miami Dolphins. Now they come to LA, and then the Rams go to Foxborough to beat the Patriots. I know they're going to beat the Patriots. I don't even know. We're not going to do that. That's silly. That's silly. We're not going through that. But if they're able to get those 4 games right there, they throw the standings right there on their neck, because the Rams, they aren't far behind. They're at 3-4 already right now in the season. They're behind the Cardinals and the Seahawks. If they beat the Seahawks, that would put them at 4-4. Right now, the only team in that division with a winning record is the Seattle Seahawks. Everybody else is at 3-4. So the entire division is down, and San Francisco is at the bottom of the division. My, what a difference a day makes. So, like I say, if you're from the LA area and you're listening to me, are you happy about last night? Are you positive about the direction the Rams are going? This is Big Vern. I'll be back.